Hey everybody, how's it going? Been away for a little bit, just doing annuals, this and that, brushing tubes, cleaning coils and whatnot, but it's starting to warm up, so we're getting some better jobs right now. Still on an annual, but it's a YK, it's pretty important, so I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all how this, we do the annual on this. You got an oil filter and a refrigerant filter. I changed the oil filter on this other one. I was gonna video this one, but the PSI is not holding. I tried to get the oil out of it for an oil sample, then tried to bleed off the PSI, and it kept rising, so we'll have to change out one of those valves. I'll show you what that is right now. But right now we're gonna work on the refrigerant filter here in the center of the machine. Working on a York YK. Right over here by the screen, you're gonna wanna come down and get a little valve right there. Right here is this little valve. Right underneath the evaporator, you're gonna go ahead and take off the cap and then just push that stem in with your refrigerant wrench. And then we'll go up top. I'll show you what the refrigerant filter is. We'll go ahead and change this out. Got our new York refrigerant filter. Got the O-rings, make sure you pay attention to which direction the arrow's going, and we'll get some stuff right here. This is a good one. Do not contaminate system. Compatible with all refrigerants. Back on top of the YK, what I wanted to show you was this is the oil filter right here. That's the VSD drive, so that's the drive right here. Right behind is the motor, and then located right here is the oil filter. You're gonna want to take this cap off, and the stem's gonna be up. Push the stem in. Take this cap off, push the stem up. That'll isolate this by itself. And then when it come down here, take this off. It should be pushed in. Take that off. Hook up your gauges. Go ahead and bring this out so it opens it up. Bleed off the pressure. I had to get an oil sample, so I went and got my oil sample right there. Started bleeding off some of the oil into the bucket, but my PSI was at 40, and then it dropped down to like 25, 30, and then it started rising really quickly. And this is a small filter, so you're gonna have some PSI, but if you open it up, it should come down pretty quick. This stayed down, just blowing pretty hard, so I knew it wasn't holding. And then I stopped it and I watched it rise up, so I'm not gonna be able to change this filter out. We'll have to change out this. We'll have to change out this, which it looks like it's just on some little lock fittings, so it doesn't look like it's too hard to change out, but we probably will either have to pull out the gas or isolate it further down the line. I'll have to look into that. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and work on the refrigerant filter, which is right there. See a little black one like that? So that's it there in the center. I showed you where to shut off the first valve. Now I'll show you where to shut off the second valve. There's the filter, so you're going to want to shut that one off right here. Shut that one off, the one below it off, and then we'll go ahead and hook our gauges up to the actual filter itself, right there. It's got a little piece. So we'll hook our gauges up to that. We'll try to bleed off the pressure. If it holds, then we'll change it out. We'll put some of this on the threads with the gaskets, and that'll work. And again, the gaskets are attached right here to it. If you lose them, here's the part number. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. I showed you how to add the grease to this motor already in my other video. Again, there's the kind of grease you'll need. And I also showed you how to reset it in the screen. Go ahead and look back at my other video on how to do that. Let's explain that. Let's go ahead and change this out. Okay, I'm hooked up. Got the gauges hooked up. Got the gauges open. Went ahead and bled off the refrigerant. Gonna go ahead and unscrew the top. Those two, same thing on the bottom. Get the dope. Okay, pull it out. Go ahead and install the new one. Added the gaskets. Added the leak sealant, the threads each side. Go ahead and attach it there in the center. Went ahead and hooked up the gauge down there to the bottom. We're gonna hook it up to the vacuum pump. And we're gonna pull the vacuum on just from down here to the filter to above it, just that little line. We're gonna go ahead and pull the vacuum on. Got it hooked up, turn it on, turn it up. good to go. Make sure you open the gauge too. I was like, why ain't it going down? So what's going on? There it is. You gotta open it up. Open up that, let it do its thing. 5-10 minutes, not too long. It wasn't opened up very long or anything like that. It's not a very big area. After your vacuum's done, go ahead and shut the gauges, turn off the machine. Go ahead and open up the valve down below. Open up the one on top. Here you go. I'll show you all that right now. Then after you do that, you're also going to want to do a leak check over the whole chiller, but also mainly the areas that you just messed with, the oil filter, refrigerant filter. You want to make sure none of that's leaking. This is a good way to tell it's not leaking either. Staying in a deep vacuum, no issues. If it wasn't, it would start rising at least a little bit. She's holding steady, real good. So, you did a good job. Go ahead and disconnect your gauge. Go ahead and open back up your valve on top and bottom. You're good to go. Don't forget, come down to the bottom, open up your last valve, and then put the cap back on, and you're good to go. You've changed the refrigerant filter on a YK chiller.